Hello friends, welcome to the NCERT sessions. In this video, I am going to explain chapter 8 of class 6 NCERT Geography. The title of the book is India, Climate, Vegetation and Wildlife. So here, what is weather? Weather is about day-to-day changes in the atmosphere, which includes the temperature, rainfall and the sunshine, etc. So we have seasons in India. That is the cold weather season, that is winter, December to February. Hot weather season, summer, March to May. Southwest monsoon season, that is rainy season, June to September. Season of retreating monsoon, autumn, October to November. Let's see it one by one. Cold weather season or winter. During the winter, the sun rays do not fall directly in the region. As a result, temperatures are quite low in northern India. Next, we have hot weather season or summer. In the hot weather season, the sun rays more or less directly fall in this region. Temperature becomes very high. Hot and dry winds called Lu blow during the day. Next, we have southwest monsoon season or rainy season. This season is marked by the onset and advance of the monsoon. So these winds blow from Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal towards the land. They carry moisture with them. Next, we have season of retreating monsoon or autumn. So what happens in this season is winds move back from mainland to the Bay of Bengal. This is the season of retreating monsoon. The southern parts of the India, particularly Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, receive heavy rainfall in this season. However, the climate is about the average weather condition which have been measured over many years. The climate of India has broadly been described as monsoon type. So monsoon is taken from the Arabic word mausim, which means seasons. Due to India's location in the tropical region, most of the rain is brought by monsoon winds. So agriculture in India is very much dependent on rains, as we all know that. So good monsoon means adequate rain and a bountiful crop. So here we can see the climate of the place is affected by location, altitude, distance from the sea and the relief. We have Jaisalmer and Bikaner in the desert of Rajasthan are very hot, while Dras and Kargil in Jammu and Kashmir are freezing cold. Coastal places like Mumbai and Kolkata experience moderate climate. They are neither too hot, neither too cold. Okay, so being on the coast, they are very humid. Mawsynram in Meghalaya receives world's highest rainfall, while in the particular year it might not rain at all in Jaisalmer in Rajasthan. Next, we have natural vegetation. There are many small plants like bushes, shrubs like cactus and flowering plants, etc. We have many types of grasses, shrubs, trees. Due to a varied climatic condition, India had a wide range of natural vegetation. Vegetation of India can be divided into 5 types, that is tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, thorny bushes, mountain vegetation and mangrove forests. Let's see it one by one. Tropical rainforest. This occurs in areas where we have heavy rainfall. They are so dense that sunlight doesn't reach the ground. So many species of the trees can be found in this forest. They shed their leaves at different times of the year. Therefore, they appear green and are called evergreen forest. Important trees found here are mahogany, ebony and rosewood. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, parts of northeastern states and a narrow strip of western slope of the Western Ghats are homes of this forest. Next, we have tropical deciduous forest. In a large part of a country, we have this type of forest. So these are called monsoon forests. They are less dense. They shed their leaves at particular time of the year. Important trees are sal, teak, peepal, neem and shisham. They are found in Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, and in the parts of Maharashtra. These are the tropical deciduous forests. Next we have thorny bushes. This type of vegetation is found in dry areas of the country. The leaves are in the form of spines to reduce the loss of water. Cactus, kale, babul, kikar are important and are found in the states of Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Eastern Slopes, Western Ghats and Gujarat. Next we have mountain vegetation. A wide range of species is found in mountains. With the increase in height, temperature falls at of about 1500 meters to 2500 meters. Most of the trees are conical in shape. These trees are called coniferous trees. Cheer, pine, deodar are the important trees of this forest. Next we have mangrove forest. These forests can survive in saline water. They are found mainly in Sundarbans in West Bengal and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Sundari is a well-known species of the trees in mangrove trees, after which Sundarbans have been named. Okay, here a very normal but very cliched question: why are forests necessary? Forests are very useful for us. They perform various functions. They release oxygen that we breathe and absorb the carbon dioxide which we exhale. Roots of the plants bind the soil, thus they control the soil erosion. Forests provide us various furniture related wood like timber, fuel, fodder, medicinal plants, herbs, lac, honey, gum, etc. Forests are the natural habitat of wildlife. Because of the reckless cutting of the trees, we are losing so much of natural vegetation. We should plant more trees and protect our existence, etc. This is why we celebrate some special programs like Van Mahotsav to involve more people in making the earth green. Next we have wildlife. We have variety of wildlife. We have thousands of species of animals and large variety of reptiles, amphibians, mammals, birds, insects and worms which dwell in the forest. Tiger is a national animal. We all know that it is found in various parts of the country. Gir forest in Gujarat is the home of Asiatic lions. Elephants and one-horned rhinoceros roam in the forests of Assam. Elephants are also found in Kerala and Karnataka. Camels and wild asses are found in Great Indian Desert and Rann of Kutch respectively. Wild goats, snow leopards, bears, etc. are found in the Himalayan regions. Besides these, many animals are found in the country such as monkey, wolf, jackal, nilgal, cheetal, etc. India is equally rich in bird life. The peacock is our national bird. Our common birds are parrots, pigeons, myna, geese, bulbul, ducks, etc. There are several bird sanctuaries which have been created to give birds their natural habitat. These provide the birds protection from hunters. Also, we have hundreds of species of snakes found here. Cobras and kraits are important. In order to protect our wildlife, we have many national parks, sanctuaries, biosphere reserves. Government also started Project Tiger and Project Elephant to protect these animals. Next, we have migratory birds here. What are migratory birds? Some birds such as the pelican, Siberian crane, stork, flamingo, pintail, duck and curlew migrate to our country to the winter season every year. Siberian cranes migrate from Siberia. They arrive in December and stay till March. Okay, this is all about chapter 8. By this chapter, we completed class 6th NCERT. Thank you.